Hi everyone, welcome back to another trading day, and today, Wednesday, 10 April 2024. Trade directions for today will be long on the Aussie, the pound and the New Zealand, and short on the yen, the CAD and the Swiss. And at the end of this video, I'll show you my favorite trade idea for today. So let's get started. Dollar index, well, testing now the moving average, which I was hoping for. And at least this test on the long-term moving average. The medium term not being tested, but the long term is being tested, showing a long lower shadow, showing us some good support. My intraday indicator is still a little bit on the weaker side, mostly neutral weak. So it just shows us that the short-term indicator there might want to turn red. But for now, I have to stay bullish because I still got a blue one there and I still above the moving averages. I'm still holding the structure. Just intraday, we see some neutral negative stuff on the dollar, but not stopping gold. Gold retested. We never got that break as I wanted to do. That really, the very candle that I spoke of during the video did rally and it didn't form a consolidation. If you go back there, you'll see now it's not really a consolidation. So if I extend that Fibonacci there, I'm still good with a retracement back to this area here. That's the area I'm after for some intraday gold longs. I have got some longs on the longer term, which is doing very well. Not enough. I would want much more. This was a bit of a surprising move, but not a surprising move. I could see it was coming, but surprising in the sense that I couldn't get a lot of nice entries. So I had to take a few breakouts as it move up the page. But if it retraces back down to this area, the 61% FIB, then we should be fine with a dollar that's neutral bearish. I'm definitely keen on taking some long positions there. If I bring the Fibonacci in here, I can also see a level coming in there. Right, so that will be also a level to watch for me to see if I can get something in. You might get a consolidation when it tests there, but let me not run ahead of myself. All I'm waiting for now is some form of retracement to get some counter reversals or a consolidation where I can trade a little bit of a breakout and a retest. Gold, relentless, doesn't want to, nothing deters it at this stage. We're looking at Bitcoin. Now we got the retest. So we had the triangle pattern, we had all the flags, and now the triangle pattern, the break. Now we're starting to see a retest. So I would love to see on a daily chart now a close above this halfway mark of this black candle. That would really be amazing. You must either this one today must close above, then it becomes a piercing line, which is very bullish. Or this should be a small body today and then tomorrow closing above, which will be a morning star. The only drawback is that trend, which is negative. So I'm not very keen on that, but that stays almost flat. So having a little bit of a punt here, definitely on the long term, with everything, all the fundamentals behind us on cryptocurrencies, I would tend to ignore slightly that, but I would still be cautious adding just into my longer term positions. So something that's happening here. And talking of cryptocurrencies, I showed you yesterday some of the patterns that are breaking out. Ethereum, you can see we had the break, and now the retracement to retest. We see on Cardano also the break, the retest busy happening, and Matic also the break, the retest, and Polkadot also the break and the retest. The rest of them are a little bit under pressure. If I look at Bitcoin Cash, it's battling a little bit. Solana really taking it hard. This needs to bounce from here. It mustn't break through these levels. This 160, 165 levels is going to be detrimental to Solana. If you look at Uniswap, not breaking yet, and so on. So they're not breaking yet. The only ones that's breaking is Ethereum, Cardano, and Matic, and then Polkadot. So those are the four that are busy breaking. So we can see here that on the last day of the cryptos, there's a lot of red in the crypto space, a little bit of green here and there, but you can see this. So this shows us that in general cryptocurrencies are pulling back at the stage. Although on the weeklies, if you look at the weeklies, we still see a lot of green, but some red creeping in, definitely. But most of them are green. So we saw over the last week, we're still up. But the worrisome part for me is that the consolidation, look at the monthly one here. A few of the smaller ones like Dark with Hat and so forth, but they are not the Bitcoin Cash is the one I like, because I've got quite a nice decent position there. I've got Maker there also, but a lot of red over the last month. The yearlies are still green. I mean, for the last year, we are still way up, way up, way up. All the cryptos, there's a few very small ones that are negative. But the monthly one shows us that it's consolidating with a few green ones there. The weeklies are still green, slightly neutral. See the rates coming in. But the daily shows us now the retracement. This is the retracement we see in the general crypto market. And hopefully this retracement will now prove that the bulls can take control of the market as it retraces. Then we'll be moving back to the Forex trades. Well, what we see on the Aussie yen, we got the long breaking, missing the first target there yesterday. Unfortunately, I thought it's going to really fly. But we got this long here. You could have taken off something there. I showed you the 1.27, 1.61. That's my two targets that I want to put up here. Now it looks really good. We had to stop at entry yesterday. Now I would say, if we can get to a new high there, we can trail the stop loss to these lows. But I think I'm going to do this in any case, because we are making a new high. If it dribbles back into this range here, I think I would rather be out of it. So I'm going to take this long black candle that low, minus your 10 to 20 pips, depending on what you've got. You're at least gaining now 50 pips for roughly a 50-60 pip risk. So almost a 1-to-1 locked in, and that's what I like about it. So get your stop loss to these long lower shadow lows or that black candle low. Give the market breathing space. Don't be too quick. Give the market breathing space. And let's see if we can get a final push through. Aussie, all the sparkle. Earlier this morning, the New Zealand swapped around with it, but now I see the Aussie is back there. So the Aussie is at this stage the one you want to belong in. You can see the Aussie. Yen is the absolute weakest. So the chance that this keeps going up is 60-70%, and that's what I'm after. So very strong. We still have the Aussie Swiss also. So the Aussie Swiss, we got the long there. If you had, I've said this in the past, but if you had a 10 pip slippage, you got stopped. If you had 20 pip slippage, you would not stop. But now with a new high yesterday morning on that long lower shadows, I already said to you, trail the stop loss. But now definitely trail the stop loss in the money. If I can get a new high now here, this will most likely be the next level of stop loss. You can see this would come down there. It's a Bill Williams fractal forming there. If this makes a new high there today, please trail the stop loss even a few pips more. That will give you another 7, 8, 9 pips profit. And let's set for those targets. Aussie, all the sparkle. Swiss, the second worst. So I am in the best currency pairs at this stage I can be in. I'm long on 2 Aussies and I'm short on the Swiss and the yen. If that is an ideal world, will it work? Who knows? We never know. Then Aussie, US, Aussie, their green zone, US neutral. So I'm still interested in this. This last Fibonacci swing up the page here, retracement back to the 50% level. It's a little bit outside the 50, but I'm interested because of the Aussie so strong. If I still have the Aussie yen and Aussie Swiss open, I would not take another one here. So it's because this is the lesser of the good ones. So, but something to watch. Maybe I eat the targets on the other two and I want to re-enter. So I'll see. But then the pound cat, the pound green zone cat neutral. So I'm after the pound long, brand new trend here. Last directional swing, retracement back to the 50-61% level. Market structure coming in there since there. It's been a strong level a few weeks ago. So that's definitely an area I'm going to look for some pattern reversals, and then I'll take some longs. Then the US Swiss, not really doing that well. US neutral, but I'm after the Swiss short. So a break and a retest would get me interested, but this is really frustratingly sideways at this stage. But I keep it on my watch list in case. Keep an eye on the slope direction line there. If that turns red, I'll just step back from this immediately. Then the Euro Australian dollar. Euro, it's basically neutral, but I'm after the Aussie long. And by shorting the Euro Aussie, I get the long on the Aussie. But this is a very nice strong level here. Last directional swing. Retracement back to 50-61%, structure. So if I can get a test there, I want to be short there if I can get a candle reversal. Then the pound Australian dollar. Pound there, Aussie. Now both green zones, so definitely not my favorite, but I'll still be interested when I see a retracement. I can see support resistance, that could become another resistance level. So let's see if it gets back down there. I'll keep a close eye on that. If the Aussie and the pound gets even closer to each other, I'll definitely step away. You can watch that indicator on my live stream where I live stream my trend catcher robot, tracking trades the whole day on the 4-hour charts. So this indicator is up on the charts there. If you're not a member of my website, then you can see there if it has changed. Same exact indicator is on the live stream. Right, so I'm interested. I'll just keep an eye on that later today. Aussie CAD, nice swing up the page, retracement back to structure here, 50 to 61%. I'm satisfied with that. Aussie, all the sparkle, CAD red zone, so a no-brainer for me to try to get in on retracements. And the Euro New Zealand. Right, Euro neutral, so I'm not after that, but I'm after the New Zealand long. And by shorting this, that gives me a long on the New Zealand, but I'm going to need a retracement. I don't want to be short at these levels. I want to be short from up there. So if it retraces back up there, I'll then consider some shorts on candle pattern reversals. In the New Zealand CAD, also nice swing up the page. New Zealand green zone, CAD red zone. So I want to do this retracement back to the 50 to 61% trade zone. That structure there, we had the resistance, then the break. That could become support now as it gets back. So let the bulls prove themselves before we do anything there on a very strong, good, solid candle reversal. And my favorite trade idea for today is still a potential long on the US yen. But if you are new to this channel and find this video helpful, you can support the channel by giving this video a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for me so I can keep making content like this. And don't forget to turn on the notification bell to ensure you don't miss out on any of my videos. Then move to the US yen, still the same as yesterday. Did fail off those highs. My trend catcher robot, unfortunately, 2 of the trades trailed out. Still at a profit, still made money, but I still got one decent position open, which can make a very nice profit if it breaks. But I'm gonna need this to go above that resistance line. That is the sideways range. I discussed it yesterday morning. US neutral, so they are moving further apart. Yesterday there were only one other currency in between. Now we got the yen moving down to the bottom spot where it belongs. All I need now is a little bit of dollar strength coming in, and this thing is going to fly. But at this stage, keep an eye on the slope direction line, and I will see. I would typically wait for a break, a retest, and then a counter reversal to get into this. Usually explosive moves, but I cannot preempt the trade. I have to wait for the breakout. Taking a little bit on the breakout, nothing wrong with that, but I would like to get some nice entries there instead of just taking the full position on the break. I would like to just get a little bit on the break and a retest and a counter reversal. That's what I want to fill up, because then I'm going to have a very tight stop loss for all the upside move in the world available. So still, I showed you the daily charts yesterday also. So definitely no reversal up there. You can see we're bouncing off after testing the lows. Just a little bit of a rest before hopefully the break. So let's hope for the best there. But trading isn't just about my insights. Please fill up the comments below this video. And I've been trading since 2003. And if you are eager to take your trading skills to the next level, check out the link in the description to join my mentorship program and support this channel by opening a trading account with a trusted broker from the link in the description, which I've been using since 2010. Thank you for joining me today on this trading journey. Remember that trading carries risk, so don't forget to trade responsibly. Never trade with money you cannot afford to lose. Can't wait to see my next video. Until then, trade well.